One good example would be the program we did pre-fall, this fall semester, the day before classes started, where we brought a collection of student leaders together. So it was house presidents, team captains, student senate members, resident assistants, the head of the pilot.
It's a big group.
It was about 40 students,
okay.
And so it was a cross-section of different leaders. And the theme of the program was leading with courage. And what we did was we brought in a guest speaker who's a lieutenant colonel in the Army. He's in charge of the Special Forces training. And he came to speak about the role that moral courage plays in the work that he does. And then we had the students consider a range of different issues that come up that relate to being a leader and having to deal with difficult situations, difficult conversations, and how to do that with the kind of moral courage that's required to lead. And so we had exercises they did as groups. We had them discussing certain things. We brought in the campus improv group to do some things to illustrate how not to handle certain situations and that sort of thing. So what they learned more about was how to think about moral courage as it relates to leadership, and then how to apply it in the roles that they play. So we had them working in the groups of students who were in the similar position that particular student was in, and they would talk about and work on what kinds of situations come up, how do we muster the courage to deal with them when they're difficult, how do we approach them, what kinds of skills do we need, what kinds of practices do we follow, and that sort of thing. So it was a combination of things that are built on what is often referred to as the TED model, which stands for training, education, and development. So training is learning particular skills. Education is gaining knowledge about how things work or why they work certain ways. And then development is having to put those things into practice, having to apply them to a particular situation or a particular role. So we tried to cover all those bases in that what turned out to be about a 3-hour event.